Now, does it work? Damn it! I had such a good introduction. Good introduction, and it was just high spam, high Fabio. It's working. Nice, nice, nice. Good. I was basically doing a recap of what I'm building. Let me fix the chat. So this. Okay, now it works. Yeah, sucks. Okay. Anyway, so I was recap. That was a quick recap of what I was building. I'm basically over with my introduction, but I think you guys know what I'm building. I'm building a coding school, and I think a week ago I decided to make a little bit pivot to actually running my day 36. How is the work going? So I kind of step away from the platform a little bit because I realized that I need to actually go and earn money quicker in the way that I already know how to do. Because other way, I kind of feel like we're gonna run out of money out of at certain point. I don't know. So I kind of feel I don't know. I just decided to run my 12-week course that I usually run instead of launching this platform and to run my course on this platform. So it's gonna be at the same time we're gonna be testing the platform. We're gonna be also earning money for the platform development. And I'm not gonna be spreading too thin by developing a platform and running a course at the same time. And at the same time, we're gonna spend a little bit more time to make sure that we actually bring a really useful thing for people. Um, that's the plan. That's the plan. Um, Sasha is working here on the development side. I kind of switched to work a little bit more into the marketing part. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been basically doing only marketing. Um, it's kind of what the hell. So like in my chat, everyone is shown with my old image. Do you see it as well? Is it like this on Twitch? No. That's interesting. Look at this. Here, everyone is shown with my old image. Which is strange. But I hope it's just a bug. Look at this. Yeah. So the plan for today, first I'm gonna post on LinkedIn, because if I don't post on LinkedIn, people gonna forget me. I have to post. I cannot just stop posting. And what I'm gonna post, I have a few ideas. So basically on LinkedIn, whenever you post on LinkedIn, you don't have to post all the time something completely new. You can just take the things that already worked or you already posted and just repost them in every, let's say, 4 or 6 months, especially if you're growing quite quick. So this is what I want to do. I want to take one of my old posts, and here at the end you can see how many followers I had when I wanted to post it. It was not even 5,000. So now I'm now I think around 14,000. What the hell is happening here? Okay. Yeah, now I'm around 14,000. So almost 10,000 people didn't. Okay, 8,000 people approximately like this didn't see this post. So I think it's worth reposting, and I think it's a nice post that shows people how to name your classes correctly. So basically, it's about a lot of people name methods like this. So for example, if you have a method that does one thing, people go like get opportunities or get blah 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 in Salesforce, which is not correct, because it's not really that much readable. What you should do instead is that you should where's the example? Wait a second. I had here this is the new one. Yeah, this is the new one. So instead of calling it get opportunities, you should rather call it query opportunities by count ID, something like this. So something way more specific, way better, that you can read immediately and understand what the method does without really going and reading the code itself. Saves a lot of time. So I hope to finish it rather quick. And then I'm gonna go and switch into finishing the webinar that I'm gonna be using for selling the course. And after that, I think that's gonna be for today. And then we're gonna start building out the whole sales funnel, and that's gonna be quite interesting because I have no idea about it. So we're gonna need to do quite a bit of research, and maybe we're gonna even start with the research today, because yeah, I don't really know how to build it. That's the plan. But before that, I'm gonna set the thumbnail here. That's my face when I was building webinar. I'm still not super happy with the webinar. So like, I don't know. The webinar, it's not perfect. So yeah, super happy. All right, so we can already start. And this is an interesting thing. So when people think about all the business, I see it so much. People spend so much time building, whenever people should spend time marketing, not building things. And I saw on Reddit one post that if you're starting building your SaaS or your indie hacking, whatever you want to build, like a small side hustle, don't build the thing. Go create with Card, for example, website creator. Just go build a whole selling page and try to sell it a little bit. And once you see the response of people, that people actually want to buy it, then you go and build the thing, not other way around. And this is, I hope, this is what people. This is what people really get wrong. I want to start a startup related to artificial intelligence. I need your advice. Is there a Discord channel, etc., where we can talk? I actually thought about creating a Discord already because so many people asked about it. My whole idea with this channel, and this is I already thought about it. I probably today, if I have time, by the way, once I'm done with the post, actually, let's create a Discord channel, and so that we create Discord so that we can communicate, guys, because because my idea behind this channel is that I want to show people that you need to learn how to sell, how to market things before you build a thing. And I wanna create a community of people who will be basically learning and hanging out around learning how to sell and how to market things, not how to build. Like, building and coding is the easiest part. You can, worst case, you can just go and hire people if you have enough money. So spam. Let's do the deal. I'm gonna create what the hell is going with the chat? Wow, it's really. Damn, I thought I fixed the chat, but no. Look at this chat. I think it's really a good idea to create community on Discord, like coding channels. I know from Brazil development community, it's really good. Yeah, let's do that after the post on LinkedIn. Let's do the Discord. In fact, you know what? Let's do it right now. Like, why do we delay it? I have no idea. I have no idea how to do that though. But I will figure it out directly here, live figuring out. But before that, I want to quickly fix the chat. That I don't know. So I don't know how much time I spent on chat. Stream elements. It's surprisingly difficult to create a good working chat for Twitch. Oh, come on, stream elements. Okay, so here I have my dashboard, and it still has my old image. You see how much I earned? Nice, right? Overlays. Okay, so for example, there are already chats that are made. So for example, if I go here, Or maybe I need to fix it here. I don't know. Um, okay, I have an idea. So what if... Hey, nope, it's the wrong thing. Um, what if I make this thing something like way bigger? Yeah, okay, that's the solution. Okay, I make it bigger, and then I just need to place it in the right... Okay, test. Yeah, but that's not... It's not what I wanted. Damn it, I tell you, creating a chat is so difficult. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Like, I just can't make sense how it works. Just can't make sense. Okay, let's put it here back. Let's put here back. Test. Okay, so what the hell is that? Look at this. No, you can't. You can see it. Ah, damn it. Can't see it. Like, why is it not shifted? Why is it not shifted? Okay, what if I make it here the same size? 60 and 440. There are like three. Okay, okay, here we go. I want to make it... Okay. It's already better. Okay, it's already better, guys. I think it's good enough. It's good enough. Okay, I think it's good enough. I think we figured it out. Okay, okay, okay. So this is done. Now the Discord. Discord. Um, I have... It's stupid, but I have two accounts in Discord. Let me think which one do I want. I think I wanna have this one. Add the server. Create my own server. For me and my friends, or for club or community? For club or community? I don't know what's the difference, so I'm just guessing what should it be. So the whole idea behind this community is that I wanna have people who wanna build a business, and people who basically don't wanna go big. I wanna earn 1 billion. My goal is 1 billion MRR, monthly recurring revenue, right? No, I wanna have people who wanna earn a good living out of the real business that they're building. Um, I don't wanna build startups. I don't care um, about changing the world. I don't care about changing lives or changing million people life. I can change my own life. How can I change the life of other people? First, I need to change my own life, and then maybe I can change someone else's life. So what I care is a community of people who wanna market their things, who wanna sell their things, and who wanna make a good living out of their just normal business, not startups. Normal business. Um, I don't have. Okay, so how should we call this this community? This is actually much harder on the fly than I thought, because you're watching. Um, Guys, any idea how to call? I'm not good with names. Yeah. Me neither. I think it doesn't matter. Let's call it let's call it Eagerland. That's nice one. That's nice one. But this is the hardest part. Like this is the hardest part. If we can make it, if we can make through this part, we will make it. Hmm. First sell, then build. Nah, this is stupid. This is stupid. Um. Oh yeah, I didn't think it's gonna be so difficult. Let's call it. Let's call it 10k. Rocket Seed, but I saw with their own names in the community. Let's see how people name it. Skunk Works. Built in public. Um. Let's see how other people name it. Built in public. I mean, we can call it Entrepreneurs Incorporated, Rise, Small Bets. Well, the small bets are actually quite good. Mastermind, AI Andy, Cognitive Labs, Midjourney, SF Dev Community, that was mine, SFTX. Um, let's call it, where is it? Create my own. Just call it simple business. Simple name, simple business. That's our motto. Simple. Everything should be simple. Simple business. Okay. Got it. So general. Okay, simple business. Hey, Illuminati. Hi. We're just creating the community. So simple business, no or complicating stuff. And let's go to ChatGPT and ask, can you generate for me a logo for a community called Simple Business? And guess what? The logo must be simple. Let's see what ChatGPT will come up with. In the meanwhile, text, introductions, and that's it. What else do we need? This is simple. This is a simple community, so it should be simple. Only 2 channels. Why do we need something else? Simple business. I look at this. This is not bad, actually. Wow, it almost got the writing correct. That's actually quite good. Server settings. Hey. Why is it downloading as a... It should download it, okay. It downloads it as a web page. What the hell? ChatGPT. Why is it web page? Why? ChatGPT, come on. Nope, not this one. Still downloads as a file. Export as a PNG. This is not a distraction. Okay. Hey, where's... Okay, again. File, export, not into videos, into downloads. Where's the downloads? PNG. Okay, finally. Finally we have here this one. Yeah, simple. Then let's rename it so that it's simple business. Ah, let's leave it. Simple business, that's fine. General, careful, okay. Local post, save changes. Alright, do we have different roles? Nah, I don't care about the roles, it's fine. Hello, hello, dude. So, invite my friends. And I'm gonna send... Right? Can someone join this and test and say me, oh, okay, so looks like you're joining. Okay, all right. Nice. Nice, guys. Worked. Welcome. So if you wanna write me there. If you wanna test, I don't have Discord. Man, how don't you have Discord? Discord is the awesome thing for communities. Look at you. Already joining quite people. Okay, nice. Welcome everyone. What's up? What's up? By the way, if you wanna get feedback on your startup idea, we can do it live. So if you have, we did it already once. So if you have something that you're building, just show it to us, and then we're gonna criticize. Add it to the landing page. That's true, actually. That's true. Server settings. Now, where's my link? Invite people. Copy. So I definitely need to add it to the YouTube. Live. And Discord. Nice. So this is good, guys. Where's the edit? Twitch is still confusing for me. I've been streaming on Twitch for 2 weeks. I still kind of, I don't know, sometimes feel lost with Twitch edit panels. Nah. Edit panel. Yep. No. Where should be? Channel, and then you go and edit, but you don't have here the options. So if you go to the video producer, what is it? Oh my god, it's so confusing. Come on, Twitch. Channel. Here it is. Discord. Yes. Discord. Nice. Add. And let's put the Discord as the first one. Discord is so good. Like, Discord is definitely #1 for running communities. But the thing is, I'm planning to run my 12 weeks cohort course, right? And I kind of thought about running it on Discord. Currently, I have my business and everything running on Slack. But the thing with Slack, it kind of sucks. The more your community grows, the more it sucks, because the less messages you can send each other, and you cannot go into the history and see what messages did you send each other. Like, that's so stupid. That's very stupid. Yeah, nice to see everyone. Nice to see everyone. Introductions. AI ML engineer. Nice. This is awesome, man. If you're a junior AI ML engineer, man, this is your time. This is your time to make money, I guess. You are in the beginning of a hype. Spam. Okay. So I don't know. I just wish I was AI ML engineer. You don't, and the thing is, you don't even need to make a business. You can just go work. Like, I think this OpenAI, how much they earn? OpenAI ML engineer salary. Let's see how much they earn. Look at this. They can earn up to 1 million. Level 4. Look, level 4 and 5. Like, you don't need to do anything. You just need to basically go and work for 5 years in the field, or 10 years, and you're gonna be so rich. Even if you're from Turkey, you're still gonna be working for US companies or the best companies if you're really good at what you do. Like, that's so good. So it is hard, man. I know. I know. I get way too excited about the things. I know it's hard though. And I know that the market now is is hard for whatever you're working. But you know what? Building a business also hard. Like, building business is not easier, especially in this time. So everything's hard. Some things are harder than others, definitely. Um, and I mean, it's not fair to look. That's why I asked you. Yeah, I mean, everything's hard. Everything's hard. That's for sure. Like, it is also quite. It's also not fair to compare AI scientist at OpenAI, which is like top 0.001% of the field, versus an average person who is working this field. It's not fair to compare, right? So, but I think that hype. So someone wrote, I think Illuminati, you wrote that hype is gonna be over soon. I don't think so. I don't see. So AI is not hype. AI is a real thing. And if you follow the streams, you can see that, for example, 1 week ago, how much time AI have saved me. If not AI, we would be a couple of weeks behind in creating and marketing everything. So AI is not hype. AI is real thing. AI is, and people don't see it, but AI is slowly coming after humans. AI is slowly knocking out people out of all the fields. I couple of months ago, I watched the documentary about AlphaGo. If someone didn't watch the AlphaGo, it's so awesome. Like, watch AlphaGo documentary. I think it's on Netflix. Oh, okay, this one, Google DeepMind, 34 million views. It is so mind blowing how they did it, and this is such a good documentary. You watched it? Yeah, this is really nice documentary. Like, that's really cool. Good. It is a large dataset. It can't innovate and make new things. I completely disagree. Sofu, hi. Sofu, did you already join the Discord? That's the Discord. So I disagree. You say, Illuminati, you say that it's a big data set and it can't innovate and make anything new. I totally disagree. There is AI can make new things. AI can do science. AI can do new discoveries. Um, I don't have an example right out of head, but I think um, they recently used AI to discover new not medicine. How do you call those things where you have bacteria and they kill bacteria? Antibiotica, yeah. AI discovers new antibiotics. With AI research, identify a new class of antibiotic candidates. You can't say that if those things happening, you can't say that AI is just, it cannot do any new science. Like, that's not true. Maybe it cannot go and create a completely new plane or something, or discover a new field of physics. But that's, I think it's only a matter of time. I don't see anything like, what's about AI that, what is so special about AI? Like, our brains is just the same atoms. It's just the same, like, just biological computer, basically. Like, what's the problem with AI being as good as humans or even better than the humans? I don't see anything that would prevent AI. So, yeah, but this is a big topic. This is a big topic. So the epidemic sound saved. No, we are not the same. We have emotions. Hi, Nick. Hi, Nick. Full stack developer. Nice. Vue. I wrote my bachelor thesis on Vue. Really nice thing. So the plan is still create Discord. Look at this. We already knocked that out. Done. So the next one would be to create a post. And for those who want to learn how to market things on LinkedIn, this is free. This is free example how I made. Let me see. I don't want to like brag too much, but I think I've done quite a lot of things on LinkedIn. And I think I generated quite a lot of impressions on LinkedIn. So if you want to learn how to do that, just watch the stream and see how I do it, and just do exactly the same, but for your own field. But please don't steal my posts, which people do all the time. Please don't steal my posts, but just try to do the same that what I'm doing. And I guarantee you, if you really put hours into LinkedIn, it's gonna pay off. Oh, there's so much to LinkedIn that I actually want to speak about. At some point I want to create a course on LinkedIn for Salesforce community, but that's gonna be way later. Did mathematicians got replaced after the discovery of calculator? It just process calculator easier. So this is, I know what you mean by the argument that, hey, like, mathematicians are not replaced by calculators, right? But the thing is, if you ever, so I had a lot of math in my college, in my university. I studied computer science. So when you study computer science, you have a lot of math. Math is not about calculating. Yeah, like, you don't need calculator to do math. Math is about logical reasoning and proofs and this abstraction level that you build. This is math. So a lot of time when you go on the exam, in the math, like on the math exam, you don't even need the calculator, because you just, there's no application for calculations in math. But what we used to have people who were calculating the numbers. Like, we used to have, I think even during the First World War, there was like a field or a whole, like a big large building of people who were just calculating stuff. Because that was the only one way to do the calculations back then, because you didn't really have a computer. Were these people replaced by the computer? Yes, they were. Were a lot of farmers replaced by automation? Yeah, Yeah, and the same gonna happen to quite a lot of people. Now, the fundamental difference between all the other industrial revolutions and now is that this is the last thing that differentiates people, is our ability to think and our ability to reason. So this is the first thing ever in human history that can think or do some approximation to thinking. We cannot really call it thinking, but it's quite near to thinking, right? And this is so fundamentally different. So I'm super sure that AI at some point will replace not only developers, just humans. But the thing is that when we speak about those things, we cannot imagine how it's gonna look like. The same as people 200 years ago, you tell them that your main activity will be tied to the chair, sitting, watching on the screens, and communicating with people all around the world. Like, that would blow the mind. They couldn't even imagine what it would be. The same as now, we probably cannot even imagine how it's gonna be in 50 years, because everything accelerates. So I'm super into AI. I'm sure that AI will do a lot of good things. We just, as a world, we just need to get it right. Because I think there's also a big chance that if such countries like Russia gonna get to AI or to very powerful models, we're gonna be so messed up. Well, I don't think that there's wrong or right. It's like what you believe. And there's no big, that doesn't matter what you believe. Like, does it serve you if you feel, if it helps you to think that AI is nothing and you can outcompete AI, or you should not care about AI? That's good. Like, that's like whatever helps you. The point is not to be right. The point is to advance in what you're doing, right? So the problem with people naming methods like this is that the first problem, it's hard to understand. It's hard to what method is doing exactly. I look at it as a tool, and don't forget we made it. Yeah, but the tool can be better than you in a lot of things. Like, you wouldn't want to compete with a machine, right? You cannot outrun a car, so the tool is better than you. It's hard to understand what method is doing exactly. I think I can say it more concise. The purpose of method is not clear. Whenever you write something on LinkedIn or write in general, the less words you use, the better. That's what my experience says. The purpose of the method is not clear. Code is hard to read. Not clear what is returned. So Illuminati, you ask what we will do then when AI replaces all of us. Well, we don't know. The same as when you ask people 100 years ago what you're gonna do once the computers will be there, and and they will be like, huh? What are the computers? So I guess there's but the thing is, so the current world is definitely very, it's very not optimal. Like humans, and this is a big part why people, for example, want to go into entrepreneurship, because they feel like going to work and working 40 hours a week, or maybe 50, 60 for what they get is not the it's kind of not in our nature. Like, we're not made exactly for this. It doesn't feel right. And this is why we have such a high level of unhappiness in the world. This is why we have so many people actually wanted to go and being entrepreneurs, doing the things that they love. And I think that most people, they don't work on the things that they would like to work. Imagine if now you had an infinite amount of money. What would you do? Would you do the same thing as you're doing now? Probably no. Probably you would do something else. And this is maybe, if you make this thought experiment and think about what would you do if you had $1 billion, for example, in your bank account. This is what we're gonna be doing maybe when AI is gonna replace us. Like travel, for example. I would like to travel. Like, I traveled only in Europe. I didn't travel, for example, in Asia. I would love to see Asia. I would like to eat the food. I would like to see the different culture of Asia, because the culture is different. But for now I can't, because I need more money. Like, to go to Asia, for me it's so expensive. I need at least a couple of thousand to spend on it to go there. And on top of that, I hate flying. You want to visit North Korean Illuminati? I don't. I mean, there are some countries that I would like to visit. North Korea is not one of them. What business are you working on? Um, so it's currently it's a little bit chaotic. I've been working. I wanted to visit Ukraine before war because we don't need visa as a Turkish. Yeah, Ukraine. Yeah, I miss Ukraine a lot. So the business that I'm working on is, initially it was this platform, but now the platform is basically, then the Sasha is making the coding part of it, and I decided to launch my course, 12-week course that teaches people how to code from scratch on Salesforce. It's important. It's not Python, Java, or JavaScript, or everything that already exists on the market. It's exactly Salesforce. There is really very few people who are doing this on Salesforce. It's Warren and me, so we are two people who are doing this type of courses, and I guess that's it. So there's not that much of competition there. So currently I'm working on the webinar that I'm gonna be using for selling, and then I'm gonna create the sales funnel, and I'm gonna try to think and put all together how can I sell through the webinar. Yeah. Do you hate government of Russia or the people of Russia? Well, I don't. It's a wrong way of putting this. I don't hate people of Russia, but I hate everything that has to do with Russia. Like, the Russian language, the Russian culture is so disgusting. Everything, I don't know. I don't like it. And people there in Russia, they support their government a lot, because Russia is a huge country. Like, alone Moscow, I don't know how many people Moscow population 13 million people. 13 million in Moscow alone. Like, if they wanted, they would overthrow any government. Like, there's no government. If half of Moscow goes on the streets, they're fucked. There's nothing that can stop such a big amount of people. But they don't. They accept everything. So this is what I hate about them. Oh, I see. Do you have a lot of experience in Salesforce? I've been working as a Salesforce developer for the last 4 years, so I have some experience. I'm not senior developer. I don't have huge experience, but I've been teaching Salesforce development for the last 2 years, so I have a lot of experience teaching, and I do have also quite a lot of experience with Salesforce itself. That's true. Okay, now the colors are correct. Now I need to think what will be. So the wrong naming, get opportunities, record ID. The purpose of the method is not clear. Code is hard to read, not clear what is returned. Yeah, I think those are the most 3 problems. And another problem that you spend more time reading code. You need to read code to understand what it does. Okay, to understand what it does. Somehow they look a little bit misaligned, those things. Ah, okay, that's why. Okay, so I care so much about the posts, and that's so crazy. I spent 1 hour just aligning 1 arrow. Like, this is so much overdoing. Like, this is unnecessary. You don't need to care that much about the posts. It's just my way of doing this. It has a few problems. And you can already see I'm aligning here things until I'm super happy how they look like. This. Ukraine was such a beautiful country, they destroyed it. That's true. So what you witness now, this is how building business looks like. If you think it's like something cool, no, this is aligning stuff in Canva. This is the whole business. is not clear. The purpose of the method is not clear. Code is hard to read. Yeah. Okay, so this is done. This is done. Should be black. Okay, this goes here. So I need to restructure my old code a little bit. Don't need this one. Okay, so get opportunity is not really useful because it can mean anything. What type is the record? And I'm gonna make it 35 so that they're a little bit more like this. Type is the record, and that's gonna be 35. When I started posting on LinkedIn, for some reason I had an idea that if something is bigger, it's easier to read. No, the 35 is so much easier to read than a huge one. Okay, this is the red. I would rather use those red because they're a little bit more pink. Yeah, I think it's better. Are you going to sell on Patreon? No, I won't. I won't. And so this YouTube channel, I like people who watch me on YouTube. This is definitely not. So I don't have anything to sell to you guys. I'm just showing you how I built for completely another ecosystem. And if someone from Salesforce watches that, I'm quite happy about it. But so far, in all this 36 days of streaming, I met one person from the Salesforce ecosystem. So if someone from the Salesforce ecosystem watching that, let me know. I'm not gonna be selling it on Patreon. I'm gonna be probably using Stripe or something similar. Fabio, you're from the Salesforce ecosystem. Nice, nice. Salesforce developer. Ah, that's awesome. Turkey is in a worse condition. Well, Turkey is in a worse condition because of the Erdogan, right? I don't think that Turkey is in a worse condition though. Like, I'm not so sure. Ukraine is so messed up now. The problem with Ukraine is that if the countries like Europe and US, if they start supporting Ukraine, we are damned. Like, that's gonna be so bad. Turkey has created own economical problems, but they're not as dependent on other countries as we are. And far less people dying in Turkey than in Ukraine. So I wouldn't say that Turkey is in the worst position. I would rather be in Turkey than in Ukraine right now. So okay, I need to manually switch all the fonts. This is so annoying. The color, like the color from one purple to another purple. Because I'm not using that purple anymore, I'm using this purple now. Okay, so what do we have? Here's how most beginners name the methods. get opportunities record ID, right? And then we can highlight this thing, for example, using something like this. This is an easy way to highlight something, is using this element in Canva. So you put this element here. And by the way, if you're starting out with building audience or something, don't put too much work into these things. Like the design part, and my design by no means it's not good, it just gets the things done. But also don't really spend as much as I spent on design, because it's not gonna help you that much. I'm just trying to basically maintain the same style that I have across my old posts. But if you're just starting, don't do that. That's interesting that the best Salesforce developers I've met, the one was from Brazil and another one was from Cuba. And we both worked at the same German/UK company. Yeah, Fabio, I know, that's exactly why I mentioned it. Because you remind me that I worked with one of the best developers I ever worked. I even forgot his name. We didn't really work that much together, but he was awesome. Okay, so here I show that get opportunities, and we have a few problems. The purpose of the method is not clear, code is hard to read, not clear what is returned, you need to read code to understand what it does, and I would probably put it a little bit above here. Yeah, like this. Doesn't tell about the type of the record, so if people just pass the record ID, what kind of record ID? Is it account? Is it opportunity? Like, what the hell? And get opportunities method name. I would say here, method name. Can mean anything. The type, the record. Okay, that's good. Turns out it returns related opportunity to an account. Okay, let's move it here. And I'm gonna include everywhere borders. 8. 8. Okay. It's 35. Good. Opportunities to an account. Okay, that goes a little bit away. I don't know where to put this one. Let's fix it. Record ID to an account ID. Now the parameter reflects what object it belongs to. Account ID, yep. Get to query. Query is too vague. Get is too vague. Use query for more accurate for SOQL query methods. And make clear what are filters for the SOQL query. Like when you query, if the filter that you're using in the SOQL query is not huge, you can include it in the method description, and it's gonna help readability by a lot. So query opportunity by account ID is much easier to understand what it does versus get opportunities. And this is such an easy fix. So whenever you just name the method, it's so easy to implement and it saves so much time. And think about if you have a huge code base and each time you see this method, you save a couple of seconds. If you have like 10 developers working, each of them saves a couple of seconds a day. It's like, it's really results into some saved money for the company. Okay, queries more accurate for SQL queries. Okay, we're gonna design it much better. So my design skills, they actually got so much better than that. I'm just checking that the part of the text is correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. Yeah, that's nice. I think it's good. Trigger handlers, what is good? So I'm searching for the last screen because... Oh, look at this. I should be using this one. It's really better. Looks much better. Yeah, this is much better. Are you doing it for LinkedIn? Yep, exactly. Giving up all my secrets that I know. I mean, it's not really secret how to design Canva, right? How to design in Canva. Okay, let's see. Is there such thing as just align them, space evenly, tidy up? Yep, looks like. Can we also tidy up those? I'm waiting for the new post. Thank you. Yeah, where's my music? Okay, this is good. And then I'm gonna be using those things everywhere. Do you know some about collaborative articles on LinkedIn? They are useless. These top voice pages, they are useless. Where are the top voice pages? Can they show me something? Yeah, those things. How can you improve your ability to handle difficult customers? There must be an AI service that makes these PDFs. Nope. At least not on the good level that I do. I hope. I mean, like, if AI can substitute me in this thing, well, first it means that I'm gonna be using it. But second, it means, what the hell? I think I'm doing here really good, sophisticated marketing, and if AI can do that, that would be nice. But if you know something, send it. If you don't know it, then yeah, I don't know. And guys, join Discord, because now we have a simple business community. So I'm gonna send it again. But this is looking good, no? This is useless. Like, why? Like, the thing is, you know how you get it? You have to comment on 3 things, you have to get some engagement on your comments, and then write an article. That's how you get it. This is not what makes someone a top voice. This is not at all. This is something that makes you... This is so much not top voice. And the question here are so stupid. How can I improve your ability to handle difficult customers? What does it even mean? And how it's gonna help me? Like, why? So, Mariana Philip. She is top LinkedIn voiced, right? Is she really? I'm sorry, Mariana. Like, I have no idea. I have no idea, by the way, who you are and why we are connected. But it's such a BS, those questions. Okay, so contribute to 3 or more articles in the skill to eligible to earn top customer relationship voice. Ah, let's see if I can do something in Salesforce. Is there Salesforce? See all topics. Where's the Salesforce? Sokol queries. So I can be a top voice in what? In Sokol? This is just... Can it be a top voice in Apex? That would be... Okay, I take my words back. Like, that would be... If I could be a top voice in Apex, that would be actually maybe something? I don't know. This is... I don't know. This is just... Apex. Let's search Apex. Now, there's no Apex, of course. And let me guess, there's no Salesforce. Okay, so this is just a normal search. Yeah, okay, so this whole top page, I don't know. It's kind of... It's kind of... The question is it gonna help you to create a better business? Is it gonna help you to market better or to create a better product? I don't think so. I don't think so. Here, Salesforce, nothing. Sales coaching. Sokol queries, really, Sokol. How do you keep your Sokol skill updated and learn new top? Nah, this is... No. Let's see who are contributing. Oh, Sweetie Kumari. I know her. Did she get top page? No, she didn't. All the other people, I have no idea about. 13 contributors, let's see. I have no idea about all the other people. Jeff Bennett. Yeah, so, nah, that doesn't make any sense. Let's do the real stuff. Aligning elements in Canva, that's the real stuff. How old are you? I am 25. I'm 25. I wonder why so many young people watching me. Like, if you're into this type of things when you're 16 or 17, you are already quite ahead of other people. The only mistake that you can do at this point is not trying to implement the things that you see on my stream. This is the only one mistake you can do. If you just go and try to do what I'm doing to build a business, and you can just copy me, you can just copy everything that I do, and try to build a business. You're gonna be so much ahead in 4 or 5 years when you're gonna be 20, 21. I wish those type of streams existed when I was young, and indeed I was searching for this type of streams, but I could not find anything. I was not searching for it when I was 16 though. I think I was too captivated trying to get on the dates when I was 16. Thank you, Vadim. Okay. This one also I'm gonna substitute with the new one. Just need to find the new one. Not this one. Not this one. Yeah, I think this one has... No, still the old one. Yeah, I'm searching for my last post. How are you looking the templates for LinkedIn posts? Like with this, what phrase are you? It's completely everything was created by me from scratch. So there are no. Ah, here, this one. That's what I've been looking for. Yeah, that has the new one. Nice. Okay. It's not as hard. It's not that hard to create actually. Like that's. How most beginners name methods. And let's say beginners. How beginners name methods. This. Get opportunity and it's bold. Okay, so that's good. That's good. This slide is good. This is good as well. Yeah, this is good. Let's fix it. This is also good. This needs to be fixed. Okay. So I want to highlight this one probably. Highlight this one. Record. And I want to make it full here. Position backwards. Okay. To what object it belongs. Yep, this is the first transformation. Now the second will be get to query. Get to query. And I'm gonna use some other arrow because I don't like this one. Let's check this one out. Nope. Check this one out. It's too short. Check this one out. Wrong direction. Yeah, that's... No, still not good. And I hope it shows for people how long it takes to actually create a good content. Like all these details, they do matter. They don't matter each of them individually, but they do matter in total how your posts look like. So I hope that people see at this point that those things they are kind of important. and that it takes actually a lot of time to create a good content. And it's also the reason why you should choose only one medium when you're starting, because it's hard enough to create for LinkedIn. LinkedIn takes already a lot of time, or whatever media you're choosing, it's gonna already take a lot of time to create in it. Okay, I'm okay to go back to the arrow that we had. Because it was actually better than everything that I can find. Yep, that's quite a direct one. That's good. The right color. Now those things are the right color. Nope, of course no. $35, that's 42. It's good. Nope. Okay, query. Make clear what are filters for the Sokol query. Okay, that's good. I'm happy with this slide. Just changing the color. Count ID. The border is correct. 8. Okay. This has the footer. This has the footer. Footer. Nope. No footer here. Footer here. Footer here. And I'm gonna change the numbering at the end when I actually know the number, then the right numbers. Here. Okay, I'm gonna make it a little bit shorter, everything. Wait. Yeah, that's fine. It looks good. Okay. This is good. This has the footer, and that has everything. Yeah, that looks good already. I think that's it. Each method name in Apex should follow 3 main criteria. I can make this thing way bigger. I think it looks good at this point. Okay, probably I could highlight them as well. Let's see what's better, highlighted or not highlighted. Okay, why is it? It should be 35. That's the most readable, I think. Position to back. Yeah, let's align this one first. Why is it not aligning? Come on, I wanna see that it's properly aligned. Not by this thing. Okay, now it's aligned. I think it's better than it was before. Nice. That looks good. What do you think? I think it's a really, I think it's good post. Now the only one thing, and this is one of the most important parts. Not only it matters what you write within the post, one of the most important part is the first two slides. Like, the first slide, it should grab attention in general of people. The second slide should basically kind of double hook the people into reading your post. And the third also should be kind of, it's better to make the second slide as visual as you can. In my case, it's not really that good, but I think I'm good because I need to post it anyway in an hour. How are you learning English? What do you mean learning English? I think I speak already English, don't I? I hope I speak good enough English. Ooh, developer from Ukraine. Hey. We need good businesses in Ukraine. Good, simple businesses in Ukraine. Yeah, I'm happy with my post. So this is second. Now let's do the numbering part. Five, 6, 7, 8, up, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, it's misaligned. Wait a second, it's not aligned with this thing. Oh my god. Right? Okay, that's fine. I think it's enough. It's good enough. So this is number 13. It's number 12. Oh wait, I need to add here rounding 8. Eight. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and the last slide. Okay, that's good. Three mistakes. Three mistakes in naming Apex methods that cost your company a lot of money. The last thing that I need is to find the right arrow for the main slide. I think I could use this one. Why not? Let's try to use this one. I think it's good. 3 mistakes in naming Apex methods that cost your company blah blah blah. Let's say not that cost your company, that all beginners make. I think it's good. What? I think it's good. I think it's good. Let's go through each slide. So 3 mistakes in naming Apex methods. Maybe I could move it a little bit higher. Exactly like this. What is the Apex? Apex is a programming language of Salesforce. It's quite similar to Java. So if you know Java, it will be quite easy for you to learn Apex. In methods naming. 2 mistakes in methods naming that all beginners make. Is it correct to say all beginners make? To make mistake? To do mistake? To commit a mistake? Let's ask ChatGPT. So now I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, send a screenshot to ChatGPT and ask if my grammar is correct, and then you guys gonna say, hey, AI is just a hype. Why is it not uploading? Oh, come on, ChatGPT, what's the problem? I mean, in general, that would be a nice thing to check everything for grammar, but it's not that important. Style is much more important, and what you speak about is much more important than that. Is mostly correct, but it could be slightly improved for clarity. The main issue is the structure and flow sentence here. 3 common mistakes beginners make in naming Apex methods. Yeah, ChatGPT, I don't trust you. 3 mistakes in naming Apex methods. This is better. We don't want to overcomplicate. Does ChatGPT 4 cost its money? For me, yes. If you're in Ukraine or you're from the poor country, I don't think you should pay for it. You can use GPT-4 here, the copilot from Bing. It's actually quite good, and it's basically, I tested it a few times. It's somewhere in between. First, it's free, and it's not as good as GPT-4, but it's getting there, and I think it's almost there. I think it's quite good thing, especially if you consider it's free. So if this money is something for you, means something for you, don't buy ChatGPT 4. Use the free one. Okay, let's read again. So 3 mistakes in naming Apex, that's good. Here's how most beginners name methods. There's a few problems. You know what? I'm gonna copy it. And I'm gonna say the purpose of method is clear. The horde easier to read. It's clear what method returns, and what was that? You need to read code to understand what it does. I can say that you can understand. Let's just remove this part. It's fine. Now our code is much more readable. And where is my this screen check thing? I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller, like this. Let's make it even smaller. Method returns. What the method returns. Let's make it grammatically not correct. Okay. Okay, this is a little bit ugly. This is much better. Okay. Download. I download it as a PDF, usually PDF standard. And of course not L pages, just till number 15. And download. Okay, let's check that it's correct. And you see the quality of this is good, but as soon as I put it on LinkedIn, the quality is gonna drop so much. The problem, let's fix it. Yeah, awesome. I'm happy. It's quite a long post, but I'm happy how it looks. I'm happy how it looks. Stop this thing. Whew, that was something. How long I've been doing this post? For almost 2 hours. So you see, creating a really good post, and I was not creating this post from scratch. I was just reusing the post that I had. And the reason for that is because I had to go today. This is why I started stream a little bit later, because I didn't really have much time in the morning. I actually went complaining for the internet. They sent me back because I didn't know the number, the client number. So I'm gonna go to them again once I know the client number. Yeah, but just reusing the old post that you had takes at least 2 hours if you really want to make it good. So yeah, this is just shows how actually difficult it is to create a good content, and you need to invest a lot of time into those things. But it's totally worth it. There are literally such a low amount of people who are posting something really good on LinkedIn. It's so easy to create really good content there. Just go and do that, especially if you're a Salesforce ecosystem. If you spend 8 hours on one post, it's gonna pay off. And if you spend like this every week for 1 year, it's gonna pay off so much. Yeah, I'm gonna upload it in 40 minutes. For now, I think I want to make a very small break and getting something like a tea or something. Yeah, guys, really nice to see you. That's 8 people joined, so actually much more people joined than I expected. So it's really nice to see that you're all joining. So welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Nice to see you all. So let's do a small break. Post on LinkedIn. Oh wow. And I already see that I'm not gonna be able to finish the webinar today, but that's fine. That's totally fine. Let's do coffee break. Coffee break 16:23 till 16:30. It's the coffee break. Gonna be back in 7 minutes. And I'm gonna put some music. Hey, Simple Sphere. Okay, Simple Sphere. So I... yeah, but I remember you very well. Nice to see you and nice to have you in the Discord. As always, you're quick, you're joining, jumping into the stream and then jumping away. But it's nice to have you there. Okay, I'm muted. Wow. I thought I'm on time. Turns out not really. Hey, is the payment issue resolved? No. The payment issue is not resolved. And that sucks. I don't see a way to resolve the payment issue though. Like, I just need to wait till Visa, that's it. Like, that's the whole solution. That's the whole solution. Okay, let's see. So I don't wanna go directly into. So first I'm gonna need to schedule the, not schedule the post, but I'm gonna need to post the post. Oh, look at this. Salesforce developer interview, realistic mock interview to get you prepared. Let's have a look how Salesforce Ben sees the interview. Let's have a look at this. I know for those people who are not into the Salesforce ecosystem, it might be not the most interesting thing. But for those who are in the Salesforce ecosystem, Salesforce ban is a huge thing. Salesforce ban is basically, if you've been for the last 5 years in the ecosystem, this is most likely how you learned a lot of stuff. So Salesforce ban is awesome. And I chatted a little bit with Ben. I'm such a huge fan of. I'm just a fanboy of them, so I'm gonna watch all the videos that they produce. and this is the developer. So this is directly Salesforce developer mock interview. So it's exactly for me. Like, this is exactly my sphere where I really understand how it goes. So I'm really curious how it's gonna be. 11 minutes ago. That's nice. That's nice. So let's have a look at this, and I'm gonna make it a little bit more loud for you so that you can hear it.
Demand for Salesforce developers is high and growing. As Salesforce becomes increasingly essential to businesses of all sizes, the technologies that power it are constantly evolving. This means that the skills and experience required for Salesforce development are also constantly changing. To be successful in a Salesforce developer job interview, it is important to have a strong understanding of the platform. This includes knowledge of the Salesforce development lifecycle, the different Salesforce technologies, and the best practices for Salesforce development. In this video, I'm going to take you through some Salesforce developer interview questions which I hope will help you better understand what you may be asked of in a Salesforce developer job interview and what kind of responses will get you a thumbs up. Without further ado, let's get into it. Hi there, welcome to the interview, Andrew. Thank you for coming in. Can I get you a glass of water or anything? No, I'm good, thank you. Okay then, let's get started. Sounds good. So the first question. What is the Salesforce order of execution? Yeah, so the Salesforce order of execution is a set of rules that describe what events happen when a record is saved in Salesforce. So for example, if you have validation rules, flows, Apex triggers, etc., there's a consistent sequence in which these events get triggered. Perfect, thank you. This is important to understand when designing solutions, as well as when you are troubleshooting issues. Next question, can you describe what Apex is and why it is required in some scenarios? So Salesforce has a huge variety of...
Okay, so I kind of see a problem with this video. This is not the way. So I've been to at least 30, if not more, Salesforce developer interviews where I was questioned about. And this is usually not the way it goes. It kind of depends on your level. But no one is gonna, if you're interviewing for the Salesforce developer position, no one's gonna ask you what is Apex. That would be a hilarious thing to ask. And you know what? So first I was never asked about what is Apex, but I was asked another thing. I was asked. So I remember joining to the interview. So I'm joining. This is usually when you go to the interviews. You usually go to a lot of interviews in during 1 month, and then you don't go because you found the job that you wanted. So I was looking for the job. I had already around 2.5 years of experience. Plus, I finished computer science degree. Plus, I had my own projects. Plus, I had certifications. So I was already quite well into the Salesforce development. And I was thinking about, and I was already a little bit teaching people, and I was already thinking about starting my business. So I I went to this interview. I'm joining to the interview, and the interviewer, the first, like, we just go to the small talk as always, and the first question that interviewer asks, so Igor, do you already know something about Salesforce development? And I'm like, no way. This is what I thought. I didn't say it, but I thought, like, no way. Is it really what you wanna ask me? What about if you just look at my CV and see that I've been working in the Salesforce development for the last 2.5 years? What the hell? Of course, like, what do you think I've been doing this 2.5 years? Not even touching on the Salesforce development or what? Because it's clearly written in my where I worked. I worked as a Salesforce developer in the last two companies. Like, what the hell? Why would you ask me that? So they asked me that, and then they didn't have. So they were like, okay. So they asked me a bunch of. I said, yeah, I know what Salesforce development is. I've been working as a Salesforce developer for the last 2.5 years. And they're like, oh, okay, okay. So we have here for you a challenge that we prepared, but the challenge is not in Apex. The challenge is in JavaScript. And then I tell them, is there a specific reason why do you use JavaScript, not Apex? Because JavaScript, I am not really that good at JavaScript, because this is not my daily expertise. I'm not focusing. Doubt. Hi. Hi, Doubt. I created the Discord. So if you want to join, I have no idea what to do about this Discord, but people asked me for Discord, so I created it. So I created it. So I was telling a story that how I was interviewing for. Already in. Nice, welcome. I was interviewing for one of the companies. And then they basically gave me this challenge for the JavaScript. The challenge, of course, was written in the Word document, in the worst possible alignment that you can imagine. And it was not even the Google Doc that you share with the link. No, it was literally a Word document that they send you per email, that you download and you modify on your own laptop. So I open it. Of course, it doesn't open from the first try. Then I try again. Then it opens, and all the formatting is messed up because now, for whatever reason, it happens, and it has 12 questions in it. First questions are in JavaScript, just general, like, algorithmic questions, something like how to iterate through an array. And I just tell the guy immediately, I have no idea because I don't do it in JavaScript. I don't know. That's not my. I've been working as a Salesforce developer. I don't know about JavaScript. So 12 questions. The first half is about JavaScript, but the second half is just logic questions that are super weird. You know, this type of questions where they ask you something like, what do you think? How many balloons are fitting into a bus? And they want you to estimate it somehow. Or they ask you the questions, what are the part of the days, what is the time of the day where both, how do you call it in English? Like, on the clock you have this clock arrows, and when both clock arrows are at the same position on the clock, like those type of questions. And I am so terrible at these questions because I have never solved them, and I'm just terrible at these questions. and they ask me like a half of those questions, and I have no idea what to answer. I read the simplest question and I just can't comprehend it. And all of that, of course, in German, because what other language would they use? Um, yeah, so that was my interview, and after this interview, they decided to give me a junior position for 48,000 a year. Um, and I already had 2.5 years of experience, and I already had quite a bit of something that I could show. Um, I was definitely not a junior at this point. And this is what I said them, that I don't feel like junior position is what I deserve, and they gave me literally the lowest offer from everyone. So this is this is my worst interview, how it was. Um, yeah, so this video in this interview, I don't feel it reflects very well how the interview should go. Um, because if you go to the interview and you're a Salesforce developer and they ask you what is Apex, well, you're screwed. I think this is the question that can actually be the last question on the interview. You can say, hey guys, that was enough. That was nice interview. Bye bye. So, yeah, unless they have some kind of, I mean, I never had a good experience if they start with that weird questions. I never had a good experience with the interview.
Of declarative tools at its disposal for admins, but the primary reason that developers are brought into the picture is to code. So Apex takes the spotlight as Salesforce's main backend programming language, empowering developers to craft intricate automations within the Salesforce platform. So instances where Apex prevails over declarative tools involve things like crafting sophisticated business process logic that...
Okay. So here's, by no means I want to criticize Salesforce ban, okay? But I think I'm not the only one who feels like the videos that they produce are sounding a little bit way too artificial. This is a problem that I see not only in Salesforce ban, but in general in people who are trying to create a content. And by the way, the Salesforce ban content is awesome. Like, Salesforce ban played such a huge role in my life and all the other people. But there is this kind of, that some companies or some businesses, they try to sound as corporate, and corporates try to sound like people. So it's very strange. I feel like they should tune. I don't want to say they should, because they should do whatever they feel like works. Like, I don't know, but you get what I mean. By no means I don't want to criticize Salesforce ban. Like, I already thought about it. I don't want to criticize them. They know better than me. They earn much more money than me. They have much better business than I am. But again, it sounds a little bit, I don't know. It's not a real interview. That's the problem. It's not a real interview. And now I got the idea. I should do a test interview with someone. I should do a test interview. This is so good. This is such a good idea. I will write one of my students. I'm gonna write this idea down just right now. Make a mock interview with one of my students.
that exceeds the capabilities of declarative automation like Flow, seamlessly integrating Salesforce with external systems and designing tailor-made email services to meet specific needs. This response effectively explains that while Salesforce provides powerful declarative tools for admins, developers are crucial for coding tasks. Apex, as Salesforce's primary backend programming language, empowers developers to create intricate automation. The summary emphasizes that Apex becomes essential in scenarios where complex business logic, seamless external system integration, and customized email services are required.
So guys, tell me that I'm not the only one who feels that this video is a little bit, sounds like a little bit artificial. Like, I'm not the only one, right? That's kind of, I don't know. It kind of feels like a little bit like this. I actually don't wanna, because of that, I don't wanna continue watching, because I think prefer reading. Yeah, basically, so it's like reading this one. And look, this, I think this article is much better about much better than the video itself. What did it say? Qualification and background. Yeah, so this is my can you read this? I'm not gonna read all of that. And the reason why I'm not gonna read all of that is because I need to make a post. Okay, so I need to make a post. Look at this. What can you read this? Hello? Oh my god, what's happening on YouTube? So what do you want me read? Sounds off. You're not the only one that sounds off. Yeah, doubt, I agree. Uh how are you? I'm good. I can help you set up your Discord server, by the way. Oh, I'm up for it. I'm up for it. Should I grant you some kind of special role there or something? So like special access? Um I don't really know. So I don't really know what I want to do with this with the Discord. But I kind of feel that there's a need of people in similar who are building a business. Yeah, I need an administrator. Okay, let me do it off stream because now I really need to push. I really need to put the post out. I'm gonna give you admin. I'm gonna give you admin. I really feel a big need. So I've been for the last year. I was trying to find a community of people who are building a business in either early stages or a little bit more. So I didn't want to be a part of community of people who want to build a business because I was past this stage, right? So I already had a working business to some degree. And now I also have somehow working business. So the problems that I have now is not how to start a business. The problems that I have now is how to scale, how to make it more profitable and those type of problems. And those type of problems that are different from people who just want to start a business. And therefore, it's really hard to find the community of those people. Like it's really hard. I've been searching for a community of people for the last year, and until this day I cannot really find. So I think that at some point I can organize such a community myself. I hope at least. Okay, so what I want to do is to post on LinkedIn document, choose file, this one. 3 naming mistakes. And one thing that I need to come up with is the hook. So tomorrow I will come back and I will show you how people, if people like this post or not. So I have an idea for a hook. So here's how I think about hooks. If you want to make a hook for the post, you need to take the whole post, what you were actually writing in the post, and try to summarize this post in one sentence. What out of everything you want to teach in this post, and how can you express it with just one sentence? And that's the hook. So what do I want to teach with this presentation? Hi. Okay, so what do I want to teach with this presentation? I want to teach people how to properly name their methods. But this is not the outcome that I want. So this is how to, but this is not the outcome. For example, if you look here, the last that I had, don't take paid Apex courses until you try the free one. This is a good hook, and this is everything that I wanted to teach in this in this presentation, basically. And what do I want to teach in this one? Let's have a look at the presentation. Okay, I know. It's easy to write readable. It's easy to write readable method names. But most beginners don't do it. Here's how you can 10x your readability of the code just by naming things, by naming methods correctly. Your future self will say thank you. Something like this. Future method names. Okay, now the best part, and this is the very difficult part, is in the PS, and this is something that I'm still not good at. We usually include some kind of simple question to make people comment on the post. But I need to post it in 1 minute because I need to be exactly on time. So if I cannot come up with it, yeah, okay, let's post it. Let's post it. Ta-da. Whew. Other developers will thank you too. This is good. This is good. But the PS should be a question. It should. This is actually good. This is actually good. This is better than nothing. I'm gonna actually include it. It's better than nothing. But if we can make out of it a question, because the idea is, so here's the structure. This is $1 million structure of LinkedIn post. Hook, kind of rehook. It's called. I don't know how to call it exactly. Then usually here goes a text, but because it's a presentation, it's not much text there. And then the last one. This is kind of what you get the like for. This is kind of the last sentence should be likable because this is the last thing that people gonna read if they read the whole text. So people should like it, because you will get a like not because of the first sentence, but always because of the last sentence. So the last sentence should be quite concise. And then if you want to increase the engagement behind the post, you need to include something like postscriptum and then the question. And the question should be ideally very easy to answer. It's something like, what's the, I don't know, like give me like a random number. So like it should be easy to answer without really thinking about it. And of course it should be relatable to this post. Okay, I have an idea. Are you naming the methods? I have two ideas. Either are you naming your methods correctly, or how much time you spend naming the methods. Are you naming how much time you spend? Okay, how much time you spend naming on naming methods. How much time do you spend on naming methods? How much? Can we do it? How many minutes? Nah, how much time? That's fine. It's fine. Save it. What is this? Did someone tag me here? Ah yeah, Chris tagged me here. It's nice. And look what I'm gonna do. The worst thing ever. Bam. I'm gonna like my own post. Okay, I know. But it increases the reach a little bit. Because because sometimes LinkedIn, it shows, I mean, it boosts a little bit the post, just a little bit, like tiny bit. But otherwise I don't like my own stuff on LinkedIn. All right. Whenever I make a LinkedIn post, it's such a relief, because it takes always a lot of time and a lot of effort, and I'm quite happy to be done with this. Now I have a meeting. I have a meeting with one of my students in 25 minutes. So I saved here a few videos in the watch later, and what is the short one here? Let's have a look.
So the overall,
this is the guy that I was using, the structure of this guy. I was using it for my webinar, and I definitely don't want to start right now with the webinar in this couple of minutes. Yeah, so let's watch this video. I'm quite curious what he says. The greatest sales funnel offer ever. So basically the next step for me, I'm gonna finish the webinar. It's the easy part. It's just moving parts in Canva. That's quite easy. The next step will be difficult. The next step will be to create the funnel itself. I have no idea where to host the webinar. I have no idea how to make it all work so that people actually leave the emails, and so that it's also streamed to the LinkedIn. So it's gonna be a lot of figuring out for me, and a lot of testing. And if this guy now says the greatest sales funnel ever that I can copy right now, of course I believe him, and of course I want to have a look what he means.
overall reaction to people finding out that we acquired Dan Kennedy's company, well, it was pretty well received. I want to officially announce the acquisition of ClickFunnels has just acquired Magnetic Marketing, Dan Kennedy's company.
By the way, Daupt, can you write me, send you a message on LinkedIn? Yeah, can you also write me what's your nick there, username on in Discord? Yeah, so that I can find you.
Company. But like, now what are we gonna do? Like, oh crap, I don't know yet. Like, what was the plan?
Awesome.
What were we gonna do? Like, we had 40 years of this man's intellectual property on a Google Drive. Like, what do we do with all this? Like, how do we make sure that we carry on the legacy in a way that Dan would be proud of and in a way that's gonna serve the audience? First
Is that John Mayer? Who is John Mayer?
step really was just to figure out what was happening. It started with a couple phone calls here and there, and everyone had different stories. I was like,
Man, I don't want to hear the stories. Give me the funnel. The current state of things. What the hell is that? The funnel. Give me the funnel.
like, what's the funnel that's gonna fuel this company? I started thinking back, and we started talking, like, what have you guys tried in the past? And then I told him, I was like, I remember when I first came into the Dan Kennedy world, I came in because they had created this thing, and I was like, Hammer's Call is like the most incredible offer ever, or something like that. And everyone at the table was like, oh, the Mifki. And I was like, the what? Most incredible free gift ever.
A nice watch.
Mifki. Okay, that's the weirdest name ever. And they're like, yeah, the Mifki offer, that's what built the company initially.
Is it a known watch? I have no idea about watches.
And they are showing us, like, here's the Mifki we did in, this year, and then we did a new Mifki, and they had all these different Mifkis. If I'm completely honest, they weren't the most incredible free gift ever. They're like the kind of okay free gift, maybe. Like the Kamifgi, I don't know, whatever we call that. But it wasn't like, oh, I have to buy this. And so the first question is like, okay, if I'm coming to the Dan Kennedy world, like we have 40 years of Dan Kennedy's greatest stuff on a Google Drive right now. Like we can create any kind, like what would be the Mifki that would get me to go rejoin the continuity? Even though I own the company, what would go make me go buy it because it was that good of an offer? And so that's when it kind of started the brainstorming. We need to bring the Mifki back. That's how Dan built the company, it's how Bill built the company. And so that's where we started designing the first funnel. Okay, this is gonna be the front end.
The biggest thing I think.
Well, I don't like this video. Like, what the hell? I'm not interested in the story, how you build it. This is something, this is just a scam. You scammed me with the greatest sales funnel offer ever, and you can copy it right now, and you're telling me the whole story of your company.
I think we need the fastest is just an insane offer that gets people into this.
Clickbait, exactly.
The purpose of the Mifki, back when Dan Kennedy and Bill Glazer ran it, was to get people on their memberships. The membership is a monthly print newsletter. It's called the No BS letter. It came as an envelope like this every single month, and this was like the thing. This is what drove the entire Dan Kennedy business, was the newsletter. And again, over 10 years, they hadn't bought any ads to promote this, so there's a little under 1,000 people who are still getting this every single month in the mail. And so our big thing was like, okay, we need to create a Mifki to get more people on to the membership. Like that's the entire focal point. It's kind of like if you remember Sports Illustrated, like they would sell subscription, but the way they sold it wasn't just the subscription. They would always put in football clock and the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. So like those were the hooks. That was the most incredible free gift ever that Sports Illustrated gave people to get them on subscription.
Free? Come on, kid. This is America. Nobody gives you something for nothing.
Okay, free for subscribing to Sports Illustrated. But that's just the half of it.
So same thing was true here. We created an irresistible offer that people wanted, and we gave it to them for free when you subscribe to the actual newsletter. And so part of the planning of the Mifki was like, okay, this is cool, but this newsletter, this looks like it was written in the 80s, because it kind of was. Like we wanted to make something a little more modern. And so one of the big projects for the Mifki was the redesign of the newsletter.
Yeah,
people
but
watch
give me the funnel.
an experience that they couldn't sell the Mifki, right? The most incredible free gift ever, or the Mifki. And so I literally sat in this little studio right here, and I talked about the story behind the most incredible free gift offer, what it is, why they need it, and I did a sales presentation for the Mifki, which honestly, we took the magnetic.
This is so bad. Like this is bad. This is bad. I was expecting much more from this video. No, really, like Sofu, I think I'm gonna end the stream in like a couple of minutes because I have maybe I'm gonna go stream again after the meeting. Let's see. I don't remember my calendar. I think I have a few more students after that. But basically, this video, like, just give me the funnel. Just give me the funnel. I'm not interested in all of this. I understand that having a good free lead magnet, having a free stuff, that's good. And I have my free course, and it does well. Almost 500 people took it, and I have 500 emails of people who are interested into learning Apex. And that's quite cool. So that does work, but it's only part of the problem. Like, how do you actually create this whole funnel? That's the biggest problem. So I need to, not only I need to modify and basically finish my webinar, I also need to create the whole funnel. And that's gonna be something that I will be doing today and tomorrow. And I think actually that's gonna be it for today's stream. That's gonna be it. I think it was a really nice stream, so a lot of people joined. I'm glad we created, guys, the last advertisement. Go join the Discord. So thank you everyone for watching, and see you either today or tomorrow at the same time. Bye bye.